This team feels like it's close to being at its ceiling already, and they're an 8 seed.
Now, here is something. I know a lot of people throw it in the Pistons' face. Well, they got swept by the Bucks in 4 games this year, and it's true, they did. But they haven't played the Bucks since January 29th. All those games are played real early in the season. This team got a lot better somewhere around February, right?
Yeah.
They started playing much better basketball, and then the last couple of weeks they stumbled significantly. But you could correlate that with the health of their best player. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that this team could win a playoff game.
What is Blake playing? Because if Blake's not playing, it's out of the realm of possibility.
I think he's going to – I would imagine he's playing.
If Blake – if
he's not playing, they're done. Obviously, if he's not playing, they have no shot.
Yeah.
I think it's important for guys like Luke Kennard, Thon Maker, the younger guys, even Bruce Brown, you know what I mean, to experience playoff basketball. For those guys, as a fan from the outside looking in, I mean, I don't know where this is going, you know? But I think it's important for Drummond, Thon Maker, and Luke Kennard, and like I said, Bruce Brown, to see playoff basketball. Long term, does it do anything for the team if they just get swept?
I think it's important for Kennard and maybe Bruce, but Thon Maker, I don't know. I don't know what we're getting out of Thon Maker as a Piston.
Well, I think he went from he wanted to get traded off a first place team because he wasn't playing, and now he's getting playing time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if Blake Griffin's not healthy. I'm sure he's going to want to show out against his former team that didn't give him any playing time this year. I think it does mean something to him to taste the playoffs and do well and play.
Oh, it may mean something to him. I just question what he can do for this team because I don't know if he's really
going to stick around?
Well, I don't know if he's going to be a guy who's going to see a whole lot of playing time with the Pistons for that matter when Blake comes back, if he comes back, because I don't think Thon Maker's really had that great impression with the Pistons thus far.
I think he's been, well, this is not hard to do, but leaps and bounds better than what Stanley Johnson was giving this team this year. He's the first guy off the bench for Blake, sometimes for Drummond, depending on the matchup. I think he could show something. I think it does mean something to him. I think it means more than what you think. I mean, he hasn't been great, but he's been, like I said, he's been useful. That's for sure. Better than what Stanley Johnson was giving him.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
Stanley Johnson was awful.
Yeah, I know.
We're not going to disagree with that. But Thon Maker is
like 4 a game.
He's averaging 12 minutes a game and less than 5 points a game.
Yeah, still more than Stanley Johnson.
3 rebounds, is it?
Yes.
I have to look that up and see if that's the case, but I don't know. I guess I look, Kennard I think is someone that can absolutely take bigger steps. And last night he has 27 points. Now it's against the Knicks. I get it, but Luke Kennard is a guy who I think can absolutely give more to this Pistons on a consistent basis.
Stanley Johnson,
I think he's got higher upside.
As a Piston, averaged 7.5 points a game. Thon Maker 5.5.
Yeah, but Stanley played more than Thon.
Stanley Johnson played 20 minutes a game. Thon Maker plays 19.4.
Is that on the season or on the?
This is minutes per game from the Piston stat page. Unless Stanley Johnson 3.6 rebounds per game. Thon Maker 3.7. Look, Stanley was awful. I've seen from stuff from Thon Maker. I'm like, yeah, but they did the same thing with Stanley. I don't know. 248-539-9797. Ticket text 97136. How can you be optimistic? They are limping into the playoffs. I would bet the house that they get swept. That's from Kevin and McComb.
What about Gators' theory of bad cheese? Wisconsin has a lot of cheese.
Oh, that could be
good point. That's a great point.
Wisconsin gets some
bad
Milwaukee
feta
gets some bad
for
cheese.
the Greek freak.
Bad Gouda.
I like the theory. We'll roll with that. They got the bad cheese chance if the Bucks get a hold of some bad cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. There has been some controversy about the NFL's postseason rules, right? Take the ball down the field. New England goes right down the field and scores.
Yes, and Kansas City cries.
Yes. If you've heard the XFL's postseason rule or overtime rule, perhaps you will favor this. The XFL's overtime is each team will have 5 opportunities. So the game's over. It's 21-21. Each team gets 5 opportunities to convert a 2-point conversion. There are 44 players on the field. An offense and defense at one end, an offense and defense at the other. The first team lines up at one end of the field to run their 2-point play. Meanwhile, their defense and the other team's offense are huddling on the other end of the field. And they will go like an NHL shootout, back to back to back to back to back to back to back, 5 rounds of 2-point conversion tries.
To try to get in the end zone from the 5-yard line?
I think it's from the 2-yard line or the 2.5 or wherever they run the 2-point play from. The defense can score with a turnover, can get a point. So when they go to overtime, and I think the hardcore football fan will love this. When they go to overtime.
Wait, I'm sorry. Let me understand this. So you can score as many times as you can in the 5 tries?
Well, the most you can score is 5 times.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
But it's not like, we scored, we're done.
21-21, we score, we're up 23-21.
Gotcha.
They score, it's 23-23.
Gotcha.
We turn it over, they go up 24-23. They score, they're up 26-23. We score, it's 26-20.
All right. Thank you.
So, and it's bang, 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 bang. 10 plays get run from the 2.5-yard line, 2-point conversion attempts until somebody has an insurmountable lead. Gator, don't you love this?
Doug, I think this is the dumbest idea I've heard since let's have a scrum for the possession of the first possession of the game.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest idea ever. Are you kidding me?
This is not at all about... This is a legitimate idea that we think is a good idea.
We're going to change the whole rules of football in overtime to make it based on a 2-point conversion?
This is essentially them saying, what is the most gimmick thing we can do to draw attention?
Here, they're trying to draw in the soccer fan is what they're trying to do. The soccer shootout? Isn't this what they're trying to do?
Well, I went with the NHL shootout.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
It might be the same thing, but I think that they're looking for the bigger fan base.
The soccer crowd?
Yes. Internationally? Absolutely. You get
You
the
think
soccer
the XFL is remotely concerned with an international audience?
I think what they're trying to do is get more attention to it. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I wouldn't suspect that that'd be the case at all, but I think they're trying to draw attention to their league by doing something crazy ass in overtime.
It's stupid.
But I don't think it has anything to do with trying to draw an international crowd.
Well, where did they get the inspiration from? It wasn't the NHL.
Why not?
Because it's soccer. That's where the inspiration is going to come from. Come on, this isn't a soccer overtime thing. Or an NHL overtime thing. NHL, actually, they go to a shootout eventually. The NHL, at least they go to some form of the game prior to getting to the shootout during the regular season. There's no point in the game. This is not the game. This is just conversion, a 2-point conversion.
It's conversion. It's 10. Each team gets 5 tries. And do I think
this is dumb.
The good thing is nobody really cares about the XFL, so any actual angst is fabricated, but it's an attention grab.
Well, here's what's not fabricated. Because there are people now that are publishing stories and like the guy from USA Today says, well, the NFL should adopt these rules.
Somebody actually wrote that?
Yeah, or do a derivation of it some way. Like this is crazy and dumb.
Wow. 248-539-9797.
What do you think?
I think it's a 100% attention grab. And let's think of something wacky ass that we can do for overtime to just draw attention to our league. And this is what they came up with. And I think it's crazy, and the NFL will never do this, and they're just doing it. It's total attention. Hey, look at us. Look what we're doing. Look at our crazy ass. This is just like the 3-point shot was to the ABA, guys. They don't. It's total attention grab. 248-539-9797. We'll get to some of your phone calls coming up. Also, Gator, we can't believe you don't hate this guy.